Now, today was a beautiful day, as you've all noted, but it was a cool day. Boston's high was only 71. However, cool and dry as it's been and still is here, it is becoming hot and much more humid in the middle of the country. And that is the kind of weather that's going to try and move in our direction. Of course, it won't be a completely smooth trip. There'll be a few bumps along the way. But for now, we're talking about coolish temperatures. Showed you earlier, if you're with us at the top of the news, it's only 48 on the Vineyard right now. So we have one more really cool night for this time of the year for tonight. But the dew points are still low, so it's very comfortable out of doors. But the dew points spike up when we go to the middle of the country. Look at that, into the oppressive range. And so we're going to start feeling that difference. Even though it's so comfortable now, by as early as maybe Sunday afternoon and certainly into Monday, we'll be kind of moving from the refreshing range that we're in now all the way up toward the oppressive range. So it's definitely going to feel much more like summer later on the weekend. Few bands of high, thin cirrus clouds are coming by now. That's not a concern. But when we get across the Great Lakes to the Midwest, then we see more in the way of cloud cover, and we do see some scattered storms out there. So let me give you an idea of how this is likely to play out. No real problems the rest of tonight or during the day tomorrow. A good deal of sunshine to enjoy. Temperatures will be up to about 80 degrees tomorrow away from the water's edge, so that's about 5 degrees warmer than today. And even along the coast, while it will be cooler, more of a southerly sea breeze tomorrow as opposed to easterly, it still will be about 5 degrees milder than it was today. Also hitting 75 to 80 out around Worcester County, 80 around Middlesex County, upper 70s to around 80 southwest of Boston, and I'd say low to mid 70s for the Cape. Should be a fine day there. So a nice day to hit the beach tomorrow, and also with the hurricane now way away from us, way more than 1,000 miles, no longer hurricane anyway, we don't have the high risk of rip currents tomorrow. It's only a low risk, and the seas will calm down to just 1 or 2 feet. So that's good news. 71 to 77 at the beaches, then dropping back a little bit with the sea breeze. High pressure closest to us tomorrow. That's why I'd make that the pick of the weekend. But I think most of us get through most, if not all, of the daylight hours Sunday without storms, because the front is still too far west. So the timing would bring them in Sunday night, but some of them may weaken with the loss of daytime heating. So then we get to talking about Sunday, where there won't be as much sun as Saturday, but there will still be some. Then we see that storm threat late in the day into the night, but then it kind of dwindles as we get toward Labor Day. Labor Day is the trickiest day of the weekend. I don't think it's going to be as bad as you may have heard earlier in the week when it looked a little bit different. There could be a few storms, but I think they would be spot storms on Labor Day, but they could pop up during the afternoon here or there. And also the Cape may have a cloudier time of it for a while on Labor Day as well. So there are differences in the days this weekend. Once again, I would pick tomorrow to be the pick of the weekend. And if you are doing a little traveling, say you are headed down to the Cape, first thing tomorrow you'll have nice weather, dry weather with some sun on Sunday, but then Monday the risk of a brief storm or two. Up in the Lakes region, you have a risk on Sunday as well as Monday, but there the risk may actually be greater Sunday afternoon and evening than it would be on Monday. Also looks like temperatures will be above average for much, if not all, of next week. So September will get off on a warmer than average note, even though it looks like August is so far a little cooler than average, but the very final days of August will be warmer than average. So there you go. Topsy-turvy, because it is New England. Have a great holiday weekend.